Take your favorite record, the one you saved up for, the one you'd grab first if the house caught fire. Now picture dragging a nail across it just lightly, every single time you press play. That's not a metaphor. If you're spinning it on a Crosley, that is physically what's happening, and there is no undo button for a record. But here's the thing, and I want to be clear about this. It is not your fault. That cute little suitcase player, the $60 retro one sitting on the shelf at every big box store, is the best-selling turntable in America. It's designed to look charming and feel like a bargain, and nobody at the register ever tells you the truth. The truth every serious collector already knows. Play a record on one of these and you can actually hear it die over time, the highs going dull, a gray hiss creeping in where music used to be. Vinyl has come roaring back, 19 years of growth in a row, millions of people falling in love with records again, and most of them are quietly wearing down the collection they just started. So in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how the damage happens, name the 3 brands doing it, and give you the 3 that are genuinely worth every penny, the ones that protect your records instead of grinding them to dust. So why does a cheap turntable actually damage a record, when an expensive one can play the same disc thousands of times without hurting it? It comes down to 3 things. And once you understand them, you'll never look at a suitcase player the same way. The first is tracking force, the weight pressing the needle down into the groove. A good turntable sets this carefully, usually under 2 grams, so the stylus rides the groove like a boat on water. Cheap all-in-one players often slam down at 5, 6, even 7 grams. Because heavy pressure is a lazy way to stop the needle skipping. That extra weight drags across the vinyl like a plow, and the groove that holds your music is soft. It doesn't survive that treatment. The second is the stylus itself. Quality turntables use a precision diamond tip, shaped to sit gently in the groove. The bargain players use a cheap, dull ceramic needle that's blunter, harder, and shaped wrong. So instead of tracing the groove, it grinds against the walls. The third is that these players have no anti-skating, no counterweight, none of the adjustments that let a real turntable balance itself. It's a heavy, blunt needle jammed into a delicate groove with no control at all. Play your favorite record 50 times on one of these and you can measurably hear the difference. Play it a few hundred times and the damage is permanent. So let's name them. And to be fair, the issue isn't only the brand on the front, it's the entire class of machine, the all-in-one suitcase and Bluetooth players. But 3 names sit at the center of it. And the first one is the one collectors warn about by name. Crosley. Say that word in any record store and watch the owner's face change. Crosley didn't invent the cheap turntable, but it made the retro suitcase player a mass-market hit, and it's the single most common first turntable in America. That's exactly the tragedy. It's the one a well-meaning relative buys you for Christmas because it looks charming and costs almost nothing. And it's the one experienced listeners will tell you, flat out, to never put a record you care about on. The most repeated piece of advice in the entire vinyl community is 4 words long. Don't buy a Crosley. The second is Victrola. Same suitcase shape, same charming retro look, same borrowed name from a legendary century-old brand, and the same heavy ceramic needle underneath, doing the same damage. Then there's the whole flood of lookalikes behind them. The generic all-in-one players sold under a dozen names at big box stores and online. The ones with built-in speakers rattling the needle and a tone arm that's little more than a weight on a stick. Different logos, same machine, same result. And here's the detail that should make you angry. These players are often marketed with the word vinyl printed right on the box, sold to the exact people who love records most, and built in a way that quietly ruins them. Okay, enough bad news. Because the fix here is not expensive, and it is not complicated. You do not need a $1,000 setup to protect your records. You need a real turntable, and 3 of them stand out as worth every single penny. The moment you switch, the damage stops, and your records start sounding the way they were meant to. The first is U-Turn Audio. This is the one to know about, because it's built right here in the United States, assembled in Massachusetts by a small company that started on Kickstarter and earned its reputation one record at a time. A U-Turn Orbit gives you a proper counterweighted tone arm, a real diamond stylus that tracks at around 1.8 grams, a fraction of what a suitcase player slams down, and light, careful tracking, for a price that isn't much more than a fancy suitcase player. Many Orbit models ship with an Ortophon cartridge already installed, which tells you everything about how seriously they take the needle end of the equation. It's the honest answer for most people. The first turntable that treats your collection with respect. One thing worth knowing, the Orbit, like most component turntables, needs a phono preamp to connect to your speakers or receiver. Some models have one built in, and if yours doesn't, you can add a decent standalone unit for about $30. It's a one-time thing, and it's worth understanding before you buy. The second is Audio-Technica. If you've ever walked into the hobby and asked where to start, this is the name that comes back again and again, because they make a reliable, properly engineered turntable at nearly every price point. The AT-LP60X is the one most people start with. Fully automatic, built-in preamp, tracks at 3.5 grams, which isn't perfect but is a world away from a suitcase player. Step up to the AT-LP120X and you're getting manual operation, adjustable tracking force down around 2 grams, and a turntable that serious hobbyists use for years. It's the safe, trusted entry that won't eat your records. And the third is Technics, the legend. Their SL1200 series has been the reference turntable in homes and radio stations for 50 years. Built like a tank, and so well regarded that people buy them used from the 70s and still run them today. The tell is simple. Nobody ever talks about upgrading away from a Technics. 3 brands, 3 budgets, and every one of them does the one thing the suitcase player can't. Protect the records you love while it plays them. And if you want to go slightly wider, 2 more names worth knowing are Project and Fluence. Project is an Austrian brand that's become the go-to recommendation in the audiophile world for entry-level and mid-range tables. Precise, well-built, and serious about the cartridge. Fluence is the newer name on the list. A budget audiophile brand that's been turning heads because it delivers real specs. Adjustable counterweight, proper anti-skating, a diamond stylus, at a price that makes it hard to argue with. Neither one will let you down. All 5 of these turntables spin both 33 and 45 revolutions per minute records properly. By the way, something the cheap suitcase players often can't even get right. Now, one honest last point, because I don't want you to walk away thinking the only fix is buying a whole new machine. If money is tight, there is a middle path, and every collector knows it. On many cheap turntables, the single worst part is that blunt ceramic needle, and on some models you can swap it for a better stylus for a few dollars. It won't turn a suitcase player into a Technics, but it can pull the most brutal damage back from the edge. And if you already own a Crosley, don't panic. Just stop playing anything you truly care about on it. Save the irreplaceable records for a proper deck, and you've already won. Because here's what this really comes down to. A record is one of the only things you buy that's supposed to outlive you. Your grandparents' records can still play today. The question was never whether vinyl lasts. It's whether the machine you set it on respects that, or quietly grinds it away for the sake of looking cute on a shelf. So take that favorite record back out, the one you'd save from the fire. It deserves a needle that traces the music instead of scraping it, a tone arm that rides the groove instead of plowing it. Protect the collection while you're still early, because the damage doesn't announce itself. It just adds up, one play at a time until the day you finally hear it. If this saved even one of your records, do me a favor and subscribe. This channel is here to tell you the truth about the things you buy, the brands worth trusting, and the ones counting on you never finding out. Your collection will thank you.